Greetings, Earthlings. Roman Plant Alien here on YouTube. Hello. So, yeah, I want to talk about some Riverdale stuff because this stuff still fucking bothers me. Like, I'm first going to give, like, an unpopular opinion, and then I'm also going to just talk about some Riverdale-related things, whether it be Season 2, Season 3, you know. So, a few of the things, first let me start with my unpopular opinion, because, like, I decided I'm going to make an unpopular opinion Riverdale edition. And, like, the first one that came to mind was the Betty and Jughead, not Betty and Jughead, the Veronica and Jughead kiss. And I know a lot of people were, like, really against that kiss, like, really against it. But, like, I personally, yes, I am a Jughead and Veronica shipper. That's not to say I don't ship Veronica with other people like Reggie. Jughead, I mean, he's only with Betty all the time, so I can't really give him a chance with anyone else, you know? But so I love Jughead and Veronica. But at the end of the day, it's like a lot of people just hate that scene, you know, and they did not like that it was included in, and they don't think it was the right way to go about that whole situation with the Archie and Betty kiss. And honestly, I kind of think it was. I mean, personally, if I was Betty, I would be like, first Archie, now Jughead, like, no. But, like, because, like, it would suck. Because, of course, you don't want to watch your boyfriend and you don't want to watch your girlfriend make out with each other. And one is your best friend, another one is your best friend. Like, it's a weird situation. But I definitely love the Jughead and Veronica kiss. I mean, it was pretty. It had that, like, not passion, like, oof, I just want to rip your clothes off. But it had, like, that passion in a way, like that chemistry, you know. It just it was perfect. That scene was perfect. So I just wanted to say that because I know a lot of people are like, I don't like that, it should be included. But my opinion on it is I love it, and I'm glad they included it. And even though I personally would not like to be in that situation, I do see, like, you guys kissed, why can't we kiss? If it meant nothing for you, it should mean nothing for us. And so I kind of agree with that. But then again, if I was Betty or Archie, I'd probably be like, fuck that, you know, like, but then again, you gotta make it fair. Um, Now moving on to the Riverdale things that bugged the fuck out of me. Like, I'm sorry. I know I've went on about this many times in videos, and I know that people really don't care. Maybe it's only me, probably. But, like, it still gets me with the Black Hood storyline. Now, mind you, the writer, Roberto, you know, said that the Black Hood storyline is over with, but Hal Cooper is continuing on. Which, okay, that's perfect. I love how... No, love. What the fuck, Noel? Don't lie. Well, it's like, that's what came out, because maybe I do love him. I love his character because I love the story behind it. And he's just, like, so, like, I don't know, like, since I found out he's a serial killer, I've liked him, like, 20 times more. Hold on. Okay, so, the heat just turned off, so the air vent is not making any noise, which means that my sweet mate can hear me talking, making this video, which is just great. So yeah, let's continue on. So, you know what, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna talk because, like, I can't wait for it to turn back on. So, the things that piss me off, like I was saying about Hal Cooper, is since he's been known to be a serial killer, I've liked him a lot more. And yeah, that's weird, maybe, but I don't care because I like him as a serial killer, as the Black Hood. I like his storyline. I like that Betty talks to him, which it's kind of fucked up that Betty's life at home with her mom is so bad that she has to actually go talk to her dad, who's a serial killer. Oh, and who also made her give someone up to die so that, you know, he could prove to her, you're like me. Which, one of my favorite things said, I'm gonna get it. Okay, so I got it. So one of my favorite things said by Betty, this was like episodes ago, but one of my favorite things said by Betty is she was like, sorry, I'm gonna read it, but she's like, maybe not every murderer is guilty, maybe not every victim is innocent, maybe it's not all black and white. And I love that. Like that's something that has stuck with me because like it's true. It's like maybe not every murderer is guilty, Archie. Hello, because they're well, I guess that they were saying it in a different context, but still, I'm just saying. But like when she said it, I was like, oh, like that's me. Like I love. See, that's one thing about the writers. They really know how to deliver some really fucking great lines. But yeah, so it's fucked up that Betty has to turn to her serial killer dad because her relationship with her mom is so bad. So that sucks. Oh no, I thought my heat was turning back on, but no. So, okay, so this has to do with the Black Hood. Now, you probably know what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it again because here we go. So, we all know. Oh, it turned back on. Yes, hopefully she can't hear me because me awkward. Yeah. Um, but with the Black Hood storyline. So, in season 2 with the Black Hood storyline, we also had Chick Cooper. Not really a Cooper, but he went by Cooper. So we had Chick, right? And we all remember the play, you know, before Heather's the musical to play, you know, the play where Midge Clump got nailed to a board and was dead, you know. Um, so when people saw that and were screaming and running, Chick, of course, was just sitting there, just like smiling, acting as if nothing is happening. Well, not as if nothing is happening. He's just smiling, acting like it's no big deal, like he knows more than he's letting on. Not to mention, he somehow got away from the Black Hood, which, no, I don't really think so. Plus, I feel like Hal, since he showed so much fucking hate towards Chick, I feel like he'd want to kill him, like, the most. So, like, and he's sinned a lot, so, but then again, he probably didn't kill the brother, because I feel like that's going to come into play. I don't know, maybe, I just don't feel like that storyline's over with. It could be, but then again, like, why? That's a great storyline, you know, it would be good to explore more of that. But what gets me is that Midge, who was backstage, now we saw her last with Fangs, which of course that meant Fangs did it, which also, because he's a serpent, which meant he also more did it, and it's like, fuck you, who cares if he's a fucking serpent, like, Jesus Christ, he didn't do it, why would he fucking kill her, he has no reason to, like, honestly, but how does, now, everyone was accounted for backstage, but somehow Hal Cooper got backstage, coerced Midge into like coming with him, or he took her, whatever he did to get Midge to come with him. What, it might have been even Chick who actually lured her away. Who knows? But like, how does he, a grown man, not be seen by anyone backstage, but somehow gets Midge, who was with a person, you know, somehow gets Midge, who makes no noise whatsoever, and fucking nails her to a board, like literally. And how does one person holds this another person up, because they're dead weight, so they're super fucking heavy, so he's holding her up while nailing her hands in? No, that he had to have had help. And I wonder if the, by meaning the Black Hood storyline's over with, but the Hal Cooper isn't, it might still incorporate Chick into the Hal Cooper story, maybe? Because, like, I just don't understand. Like, I know Chick's just a creepy dude, and he could have just been sitting there, just, like, because he loved it, you know? Like, death, you know? He's all creepy and weird, and they just wanted it to, like, look all creepy and also maybe throw you off. But at the same time, it's like, how the fuck does one person... I know he's, like, a grown adult, and he's, like, not big, but, like, he's, you know, nice, big, you know, he's a grown adult. But that doesn't mean he can do all this without being seen and without anyone hearing her. Like, I just don't understand. It doesn't make sense. That's one thing that bothers me so fucking bad. Another thing that bothers me, this bothers me a ton, is I lost it for a second. Another thing that bothers me is somehow Hal Cooper in the black hood suit, which then again, was it Hal Cooper? Was it? Because this was the Candy Man working for Hiram, so who's to say it wasn't Tallboy dressed as the Black Hood, kind of like in the beginning when he shot Fred? What if he was the one who actually killed the Candy Man in the cell, and maybe he paid someone off in the department to let him in? But either way, if it was a Black Hood, because that just came to me, that's a thought, because really, you want to get the Candyman out of the way, you don't want him talking, he knows too much. Oh, not fucking Hiram, I meant Clifford, sorry, Clifford Blossom, not Hiram, Clifford Blossom he worked for. But if it was the Black Hood, how the fuck does the Black Hood in full attire get into a police station where the where the inmates are held, and shoot him and then walk out? No, I understand he had a silencer, but how does he get in, shoot this guy, and walk out in full attire and not be seen? Are we that bad in Riverdale? That just goes to show you how bad we are in the sheriff's department. Hopefully FP is going to change that around, especially with the serpents slash gargoyles turn serpents. But like, hopefully that will help. I don't know how that's going to go. We'll see. It really hasn't progressed as much in these episodes, so we'll see when it really does progress, if it's going to be a good thing or bad, who knows. I hope it's a good thing, because I feel like all the serpents should be good. Then again, you never know, there could be a snake in the midst of your group, so you never know. Well, I gotta take a sip of coffee. Okay, so yeah, that was another thing that bothered me, because like, I just don't understand how that happens, but whatever, it's Riverdale. I guess things aren't going to be explained. I mean, I hope Chick comes back, because it's like, he's not dead, so where the fuck is he? Like, I feel like sometimes, I understand there's a lot of storylines to be told, but I feel like sometimes the writers, like, skip over a lot of parts of storylines and just go into a new storyline, and it's like, well, I'm still wondering about that storyline, and yet you're giving me a new one, and it's like, can I maybe finish up that storyline first? Like, like, I understand, oh, well, you just have to go with your imagination, however you think it happened, just use your head. But like, no, I want it to be like explained. I want an explanation. I want to show more. Like, I hope that Chick is shown more. I hope that he still has a storyline. I hope that FP and Alice's son is really alive, and I hope he comes into play. I hope we kind of progress into more different things than like Clifford killing Jason. So who killed Jason Blossom? And then the Black Hood. Who's the Black Hood? Hal Cooper. And then Hiram versus Archie, and Hiram being the bad guy. And it's like, I want to see something different than that. So like, I think it'd be cool to like start getting into that stuff. Like, they're making Riverdale spinoffs, which is cool and stuff, but like, at the same time, it's like, I want to like finish stories in Riverdale. And I know we have seasons to go, but then again, shouldn't you finish a story before you start another storyline? As great as it is, it would be nice to just continue on with certain characters and not just have them disappear and then maybe eventually come back. But maybe season 4 will be Chick coming back, or maybe he'll come back at the end. I don't know. Nothing's been said. He hasn't been on set from what I've seen or heard, so he's probably not. But like, I want to know more of the Chick storyline. I want to know, is FP and Alice's son really dead? Like, I know they said he is, or people said he is because they saw blood and heard screaming or whatever, and it's like, but that doesn't mean he's really dead. Like, is there a body? Like, it's just like, it gets me. I want to see more of that. That's stuff I want to see in Riverdale. Another thing I wanted to talk about is Hiram Lodge. This got me. Now, I put this in the musical episode, but then I decided that I didn't like my rand view and it was messing up, because for some reason my video editor, every time I try to edit a video, it just starts lagging and it's not keeping up, and I'm just like, okay, fuck this. I literally tried like 6 times. Finally, it got somewhat good. I was gonna upload it, but I was like, this sucks. Maybe it's not meant to be. I didn't upload it. So I said this in there, so now I'm gonna say it in this. So Hiram Launch. So what got me in episode 16, the musical Heathers, is that he said that without trust, there is no family, meaning him, Hermione, and Veronica, because he knows that Hermione, was sold the drug trade out from underneath him. He knows that he tried to have him killed twice, and he knows that Veronica knew that, or had some inkling of that. And so he's like, without trust, there is no family. There's no family of us. And I'm like, really, Hiram? Really, family is so important to you. You speak so highly about family and how important it is to you to protect your family. But at the end of the day, you do shitty shit. Come on. Whatever, the heat turned off again, so she can hear me, whatever. But at the end of the day, Hiram, you've done the shittiest shit. I mean, first off, if you love your daughter so much because family's so important, how could you go after Archie like that? Like, really, if you loved her so much, why did you have to go after Archie so much and to such an extent? Why? Because he was dating your daughter? No, it was more than that, and you know it. So it's like, if she really meant that much to you, all those times she begged you to stop, you would have listened. But instead, you didn't, because at the end of the day, it's all about Hiram. It's not about family, it's about Hiram. And then comes his family. But first, it's what Hiram wants. Not what the family wants, what Hiram wants. But it pisses me off that he's had Hermione shot at. He's literally had Hermione and Veronica attacked because of something he did. He's literally had Archie jailed for a murder he didn't commit. He's literally tried to have Archie killed multiple times. He literally tried to kill Fred twice. And it's like, yet you want to talk about trust and family and how important it is? Fuck you, Hiram. You have no. If I was Veronica, I'd have no respect for you. You're my father, yes, but at the end of the day, I have no respect for you. I will never want to be like you. I will never respect you, and I will never support you in what you do. And that just got me when he said that, because it's like, wow, you're one to talk. You are a fucking fucked up person who went after a fucking 16-year-old because of what? Because of nothing. It didn't even matter. It was nothing huge, but you decided to go after him and continue to go after him. You didn't stop when you could have and when you should have. You continued, and then to go after people that he loves and that he cares about. And this is what? This is supposed to be a good thing for your family? No. This caused your family to break apart. This caused your family to want to do things to you that they normally wouldn't want to do. Okay? What Hermione did, yeah, is shitty and stuff, and she's pissing me off because she tried to frame FP, but also at the end of the day, I would try to kill you too. Because you know what, Hiram? Maybe you need to be gone. Because at the end of the day, it's always about Hiram, and you never know what he's gonna do. And that's someone you don't want around anybody. Another thing I want to talk about, because in the musical episode, I literally am Betty, except for the fact that I'd be like to everyone, wake the fuck up. Because, of course, Principal Weatherby is in the farm, the farm. But whatever. People need to wake the fuck up. Because, oh my god, I lost my train of thought. Hold on. That's what I was saying. See, there's so much. But, I don't get how no one is, creeped out by the fact that we're gonna throw a cast party. Sorry. Excuse me. We're gonna throw a cast party at the Sisters of Quiet Mercy in the room where the sisters committed suicide for a gargoyle king, whatever he or she may be, whether it's real or not, I don't fucking know. But is it not fucking weird and kind of creepy? I mean, yeah, and for me, it'd be like, alright, I'll do it, that's kind of cool and creepy, maybe I'll save a ghost. But, for the show, it's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, why are you having cast parties at the Sisters of Quiet Mercy? Look at all the bad that's happened there. Not to mention you're partying in the room that a bunch of sisters committed suicide and you're standing there where they were laying dead. Like, that to me is just so fucking weird. Like, no one even thinks twice. They're just like, oh yeah, party. And I'm just like, people just committed suicide there. But okay, do whatever you want. I mean, if that's what you want to do, fine, go right ahead. But I'm sorry, that's fucking weird. Like, I don't know, that just to me is weird. And another thing, people better start being like, what the fuck's going on here? Now that at the end of Heather's the Musical episode, uh, when Edgar stood up, which, oh, Chad Montgomery. I'm like Cheryl in this because like she's like, oh, he's a hot hunk or something. I don't know. She says it she says in the preview for next episode, which apparently some of it got leaked. I didn't watch. I'm waiting for the episode itself. But like, I'm totally with her because like, oh, he's so gorgeous and I can already see he's gonna be charming. But at the same time, I'm gonna see past it. I'm gonna see he's a manipulative little fucking snake. I just know there's that underlying motive, like I just know there's more to him than what he is presenting to us, and to everyone. But yeah, so Chad Montgomery. But when Edgar stood up and started clapping, which Betty's face when she found out that was Edgar, because Evelyn said, I knew my dad would like it, was me. Like, I already knew it was, of course, Chad Montgomery playing him, but, like, that would be me. Like, literally, her face was, like, just how I would exactly react in that situation. She was just like, that's him. Like, oh, God, Lily knows how to deliver with these scenes. Like, she really does. She is actually a phenomenal actress, I have to say. She has tremendous talent. But, yeah, it's so fucking weird because after Edgar stood up and was clapping, then a bunch of other people, all in white as well, just like Edgar, stood up too and started clapping. No one else, just Edgar and the people in white who were with him stood up and started clapping. That is fucking weird. Even people in the like audience and stuff were like looking around, but it's like is that not fucking weird, dude? Like, seriously, like, the farm, like, is there any adults, anybody who's gonna wake up and see, like, maybe this isn't a farm, a free hippie place to be, whatever. Maybe it's something more than that, more sinister. Maybe there's something more going on. Maybe the Gargoyle King is somehow related to the fucking farm because it's a cult. I mean, this place is not the farm, a happy place. It's a fucking cult, dude. Our love is God. Our love is God. Oh, yeah, that's a part of the play. Oh, my God. And they're all in white. What? Or because you're all pure? No, you're not all pure. You're not innocent people. So don't act like it. Like, are they, like, and why do they wear the fucking 3D glasses? Like, what is with that? Are they, like, wearing them to see the Gargoyle King? Like, is this Gargoyle King real or not? Is it supernatural? What the hell? Like, I want to know who it is. Is it a girl, a guy? Like, I mean, I would be shook if it was a girl, but, like, also cool. But, like, is it a girl? Is it a guy? Is it real? Is it not? Is it just the drugs? Like, I'm so fucking, like, intrigued. I just want to know who the Gargoyle King is. Like, what exactly the Gargoyle King is. And it's like, but I don't know, like what is going on if, like, these people are just like, I lost my train of thought again. I literally have the worst memory. Hold on. Okay, sorry. I'm not even going to edit this because it's going to mess up my video, so I'm sorry. You're going to have to deal with, like, the stops. But, like, the Gargoyle King's been used in so many different, like, situations, like, Tall Boy with the drugs, and Moose's dad with trying to scare Moose and Kevin, and, what was the other one? Shit, oh my God. Oh, Penny and her having the gargoyles, but then again, that was more working for Hiram, I guess. Well, anyways, there's been a lot of different ways of the gargoyle, but at the end of the day, there's only one true Gargoyle King. And it's like, I'm just so intrigued by it. And it's like, I hope we find out by the end of the season. Like, I hope it doesn't continue into season 4, because I need to know. Because, like, it still gets me that, because, like, Hiram is, like, the choice you would, like, Hiram is the person you would think would be the Gargoyle King. But because he has participated in it, I honestly, ever since he's played when he was in high school, he never stopped, honestly, I don't think. But he, what was I saying? Jesus fucking, sorry, I did not want to say that. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, okay, I got it back, sorry, Jesus, my brain is just not working today, I'm tired too much. But, yeah, Hiram, I'll never forget, Hiram is in his office, and he's standing there with his, scotch, talking to someone in front of him who turns out to be the Gargoyle King. Now, is this Hiram seeing himself as the Gargoyle King, or is this Hiram actually talking to the Gargoyle King? Because Hiram doesn't seem like the type to do drugs, to dip into his own supply, so clearly he's not on something. But then again, what the fuck? Maybe once you get into griffins and gargoyles, the Gargoyle King never leaves your brain, maybe, in a way for certain people. I don't know, it's just fucking weird. That scene always got me, and it stuck in my head, because, like, who was he talking to? Like, it was the Gargoyle King, but was that him seeing his own reflection in that way? Or was that someone real? Like, was that the real Gargoyle King, whoever it may be, which most likely could be connected to the farm / the cult? But then again, maybe two separate things. But you never know, because in Riverdale, a lot of things tend to merge, and it's like, oh my god, everyone's shook, everyone's surprised, but it's like, no, don't be so fucking surprised, because actually, like, Betty's the only one who's like, the farm is fucking weird, like, it's a cult, like, hello, wake the fuck up. But, like, actually, people in Riverdale are just like the farm, and stuff, and more people are joining, and maybe that's what, of course, that's what the farm wants, but then the people are going to soon realize that the farm is not the farm, it is a cult, which is also the Gargoyle King, which is also what has started this all. And then suddenly people are like, oh my god, I thought it was a good place, but really, it's evil, because it is. Wouldn't that be crazy if that happened? Because people would finally wake the fuck up. Because no one apparently wants to wake up. Which, Betty's finally gonna try and get inside the farm, which fucking awesome. I am super psyched for a Betty and Edgar moment. Like, oof, Betty is me. Like, I'm Jughead in this, but at certain times, like, in the boy version, I'm Jughead. In the girl version, I'm Betty. Like, ooh, me and Edgar, like, we would have a sit down, we would have a talk. Like, yes, he's charming, he's good looking, but that would not win me over, because I see right through him. I already see right through him. Just the way he was in the auditorium clapping and stuff. It's just, I can see past him. I can see past the good looks, And I feel like a lot of people aren't going to do that because, he's good looking, he's charming, he can talk you into things, and they also know how to go for weaknesses, which is another thing I mentioned in the video that I didn't post, the review, is that when Evelyn was like, oh, everyone, tell us your secret that no one knows, so that you can get more into character and this can be more real, and I'm like, bitch, you just want to know their weaknesses, so then you can swoop in like you did with Kevin and get them to join the farm. And, oh my god, what did you do? Oh yeah, you got fangs now. Oh, and isn't it weird that you gave Kevin a brownie, of course, something that, is going to make him trip out, which we already knew, and her smirky smirk, Evelyn always has that smirk, like, I'm doing my job without anyone doing anything about it, but it's like, you're going down, bitch. But, like, she gives it to him, and what are the odds he imagines Midge? Maybe that was the plan. Maybe Evelyn wanted that, because then when it was brought up, Fangs could therefore say something. I don't know, because maybe she knows things we don't know. She's always around. She's always around at weird times. Maybe we don't see her maybe she's around a lot, but we don't actually see her. And she knows more than we think she knows, because that bitch, I don't know. Yeah, I understand they are doing the musical, so of course, he's thinking of Midge. But, like, Of course, it brought Midge and, I mean, it had Kevin and Fangs have something in common, which then made Fangs join the farm. And it's like, I was like, man, Evelyn, I am on to you. Even, of course, Betty's on to her, but like, Evelyn, I am on to you. Like, but why can't anyone else see it? Why? Like, I don't understand. But you know what? It will all soon be fixed. I don't know how, but we will see. Um, Oh, I did want to I'm sorry. I'm going to pull up the person because I'm not taking credit. This is something someone said. Okay, sorry. I had to get it all. But basically, this person commented on my video on YouTube, which for some reason I don't get notifications when people comment anything. Like, I'll get notifications like if I get a new subscriber, but that's about it. And it's like, what the fuck? But whatever. So that's probably why I don't reply as fast or I don't see a lot of them, is because I honestly don't ever get a notification. Unless I click on the video and check comments. Um, but basically, Nimble Bug said, let me see if I can just, because I want you to see, Nimble Bug. Nimble Bug said, oh my god, what if Kurtz, with a Z, because I just found that out, is head set on killing the Red Paladin even after the quest is over, and he goes to Archie's house and accidentally kills Fred. Now, when I read that, I was like, girl, boy, girl, did you just figure something out? Like, but I decided to do my research because, you know, that's what you need to do. And it turns out that Kurtz with the Z is only going to be in 3 episodes. So I believe this next episode, 17, is his last episode. So, yeah. So that will be his last episode, is episode 17. I'm pretty sure because there's only 3 episodes. He's already been in 2. So that must be his 3rd. So I don't really see him continuing on, which next episode, or this episode coming up, today's episode actually, because today is Wednesday, Riverdale. Kurtz goes out the window with Jughead, and obviously Jughead lives, because like they're not gonna die, they're not that high up. But if Kurtz was to die when that happens, it would not make really much sense unless he maybe landed on something, which is more probably what's the word? More probably the way it would go. Let's just say that. That's probably more the way it would go. Who knows? I mean, maybe he just disappears. But then again, once you disappear, you're never really gone in Riverdale. At least I don't think so. So yeah, because like Kurtz is. But honestly, I could see him landing on something. That would happen because Jughead lives and he dies, and it's like you gotta have it make sense because they both went out the window. So like, both of them either live or both of them die or something. But I just wanted to include that because, like, when I read that, when I first read that, I was like, oh man, like, maybe, like, because the writers said they're going to explain, like, Fred's death in Riverdale, which I'm glad they're going to show his, explain his death, because instead of just saying, oh, he's off doing this and doing that and doing this, because that doesn't make sense to his character, so it wouldn't make sense to the show, and it wouldn't do it justice, so I'm glad that they're writing his death into the show, and kind of going to explain that, because I think that'll be good. How they're going to explain it, I don't know, maybe he has a heart attack, I don't know. I'm guessing they're not really going to show, like, the funeral or anything like that. I don't know, maybe they will. I mean, as far as I know, they're just going to explain his death in the show, because obviously, come the 4th season, he's not going to be there, so you're going to be like, what the fuck, where is he? Which, I mean, if you don't already know he's dead, of course, but I'm just saying, like, fans are going to be like, well, where did he go, So that's definitely something that I am happy the writers are doing, because, like, I would like that, and I also would like to know, like, I just would like to have the end of Fred, like, that Fred. Like, I can't wait till, like, people start making, I'm sure there are people already, but I can't wait till people start making more, like, Fred Andrew videos, and, like, just have, like, all his greatest moments leading up to the end. Excuse me. Leading up to the end, like, yeah, so I just wanted to read that because I definitely thought that was really fucking interesting. Like, I mean, it's far-fetched, especially since this kid's only in 3 episodes, but still, that's a pretty fucking cool theory. Like, that's pretty legit, actually. Like, you never know, that could freaking happen. So I wanted to include that, and I wanted to make sure the person who said it got their recognition, because it was not me, it was not my theory, it was this nimble bug on my YouTube channel. So, oh shit. So yes, I wanted to just let that be known, because I'm not stealing theories out here. Even though it's just a theory, it's like I'm not stealing that shit. Um, one other thing I want to talk about, because this is all Riverdale stuff, is I want to talk about one other thing that I love that was said. Well, there was two things. One thing I love that I said, because I said this in, of course, the musical episode, but then again, I didn't post it, like I said. But when Betty was like, "Are you okay?" to Jughead, and he's like, "I'm surviving," I have never felt something so much. Like, I relate to that so much. It's like, "Oh, hey, Noelle, how are you doing?" And it's like, I'm surviving. Like, I felt it, you know? I felt it for these characters. I felt it for me. Like, I felt it. And see, that's what I mean. Like, Riverdale does have some of those lines that are just fucking amazing, and that sometimes you really relate to. Even certain things the characters do and stuff, you relate to in some way. Like, I relate to Betty in the sense of, like, mental illness and stuff. Like, I do relate to her in that sense, and I relate to other things, like Jughead, in the sense of, you know, writing not the best family home, and, you know, so there are different ways I relate to characters or what they say. But another thing that was said a while back, which stuck with me, is it was, I'm sorry, I have it right here. It was like when Archie was having that dream and he had to kill himself, the part that's weak, that's bad, that's stupid, and it was like, kill who you once were. And it's like, that stuck with me. Kill who you once were. It's like that moment when he killed who he used to be was just game changing. Like, it was just one of those moments in a TV show where you're just like, wow, that hit home. Like, that, like, that's a moment, you know, that's a moment you remember. I'll, like, kill who you once were, you know, and how he viewed himself, which we even saw in season 1, you know, how he viewed himself. And so to see it in season 3, how he still views himself, and that he has to kill that part of him, was just so amazing. Like, I don't know how to put it into words, but I really love that scene. And it just, I don't know, kill who you once were. It's like, kill those parts of you that led you up to where you are now. And it's like, man, that was just such an amazing scene. So, yeah, that's all the Riverdale talk I had. I just wanted to talk about some Riverdale things. If you stayed to the end, thank you very much. If you would like me to talk about anything, anything like Riverdale related, like, you know, just let me know down in the comments, or you can let me know on Twitter, whatever. Oh, wait, I feel like I have to fix this. Okay. I also made a Harden and Tessa Instagram account, so I'm going to link that down below if you want to go follow it, check it out, you know, because I'm in love with them and I can't wait for the movie. So excited. Don't judge me, whatever. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, and if you have anything that irritates you about Riverdale, let me know. Also, oh wait, another thing. The Betty and Archie window scene from season 2 that was apparently going to be explained, which was never explained, makes me mad. Just saying. Makes me mad. Because it's one thing just to have the window scene, but it's another thing to say it's going to be explained, and then it never is. I just feel like the writers rush a little bit with stories, and it's like, take your time, dude. You know, we're here, we're waiting. Doesn't all need to be crazy shit going on, but whatevs, you know, still love Riverdale. We'll continue to watch it like fuck. I can't wait. Like, love, love, love. Can't wait to see how the season ends. I can't wait to see what comes these next episodes. I I'm kind of really hoping for a Betty, Jughead, Archie triangle, or maybe Betty and Jughead having trouble at the end of season 3, leading to them maybe breaking up, and then season 4, Betty and Archie, because, like, season 4, you know, Betty and Archie should really probably happen by then. Like I said, they don't have to be endgame. Well, I didn't say it in this, but I've said before, they don't have to be endgame like I think they are, but they still need to get together at some point. And it's like, who knows how long we're going to have Riverdale for? So it's like, if we go into season 4 with still Betty and Jughead together doing the same shit but in different ways, and not having Betty and Archie together, I will stand by the show, I will love the show, but I will not keep my mouth shut, and my opinions will be said, and they will not be kind. So yeah, I'm just going to say that. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this Riverdale talk. So yeah, if you have anything you want to say about Riverdale, let it put it down below, you know, like what frustrates you about Riverdale, about some of the storylines, what do you want to see more of, like, let me know, and yeah, I'm gonna go